welcome to my channel. DJ Minchell is the channel, Dawn is my name, and today we are going to have our very first book talk discussion. So, let's get on with all the juicy romance novels. Oh yeah, I'm excited. Okay, and I did, from last time, got my trusty little notebook here with some notes so I don't forget, because last time was a little bit of a hot mess, I'm going to say. Anyway, so I am a big series reader. I love small town romance, and when there's books that come out, whether it's 4 books in the series, 7 books in the series, 20 books in the series, I love a small town romance series. Multiple characters, multiple families, friends, all the people. One of my favorite small town series books are by Robyn Carr, who is a traditionally published author in the Virgin River series. That is one of the first ones that I really, really love. I mean, I love a lot. But her Virgin River series, her Thunder Point series, I love them both. Oh my gosh, I can't remember what it's called. Sullivan's Crossing. There we go. Love that series as well. So those are all Robyn Carr. They're all small town romance. They range anywhere from, was it 9 books up to Virgin River, which I think is on like their 22nd or 23rd book, which is awesome. Another author who has a very long book series that I love is Marie Force. Her Gansett Island series, absolutely love that series. Also, Bella Andre, who is a indie author, New York Times bestseller. She has her Sullivan series, which, love that series. So those are some of the ones that I've read in the past that I absolutely love, and if you haven't read them, you probably should. They all have, some have a little bit of spice, some have a whole lot of spice. So I'm all for it, as long as there's some spice. You need hanky-panky at least once or twice in a book for it to be up my alley. I mean, I will admit, I have read some clean romance. I have read some, spicy, but not really. It leaves you hanging, let me just put it that way, which is not my favorite. Because if you're going to work me up to that point, I want to go the whole way. I don't want to be left hanging. And, yeah, that's just not my cup of tea. Not at all. Before we go on with what I've read recently, I'm going to go on with a little bit of what I've been doing. So I'm working on my novella, which is my Winterberry Inn series. And I have to say I haven't written anything since my last podcast. Yeah, bad girl. I know. I've been so stuck on doing other stuff. Like TikTok is so addicting. Procrastination at its source, let me tell you. And then I'm reading, and whether it's watching a TV show or reading or listening to music, and a thought popped in my head this morning when I woke up. Just, I don't know where this thought came in my head, and I'm like, oh my God, I have to get that done. So before I even started reading, I jumped up, grabbed my computer, started typing away. Just wanted to get my little ideas out of my head, because I like typing on a computer more than I like typing on my phone. So, yeah, I started that. Thought I'd just write a couple little ideas. Almost 1,400 words later, I've got like the first full scene and the second scene almost done. The struggle is real, let me tell you. I can't not do it. It's so bad, so bad. Anyways, that's what I've been up to lately. Work has been crazy. Easter is here. So happy Easter to all of you, by the way. Hope you're having a wonderful day. As much as you can, not being allowed to be around as many family members as you normally would. Hopefully you're still having a wonderful day. So that being said, let's get on to some of the books that I've read recently. So in the month of March, there was a book series that I read. 24 different authors came together to release books throughout the month of March. Some were right after each other, some were a couple days later. But there was 24 books, all indie authors, all very sexy books. The Men of Valor series, which is based in Valor, Wyoming. And let me tell you, I'm not a huge motorcycle club book reader, but after this series, I think I may have been transformed into one, because this series was hot. Hot. Holy hell, let me tell you. These men, okay, they're military men turned biker club, and they do anything they have to for love. And I'm talking anything. Anything. So you definitely want to read this series. They're all available on Kindle Unlimited. But yes, they were, yeah, it was, some of it was pretty damn hot, let me tell you. Reading it at work, and I'm like, making sure nobody's coming into the lunchroom, because, yeah, things are getting a little spicy up in here. Yeah, they're all ex-military. Some were pilots, some were actually snipers, and it's just hot. Some of the women in this book were very, very well written. Some were a little shy and timid and not really sure. Didn't really like the biker guy, but there was something there that they just connected, and she had to pursue it. Some of the women were very strong-willed and opinionated, which I love that in a novel. They can't all be innocent virgins. But let me tell you, there are a few in this book that were, and damn, those stories, whew, yeah, hot. That's all I gotta say about this series. Hot. Capital H-O-T. Yeah, so Men of Valor MC series. I believe the main authors who run this is Hope Ford and Frankie Love, I believe. I love both of those authors. These ladies are amazing. But like I said, this series was 24 different authors all come together, and it is a really, really good series. I must say, I give it 2 thumbs up, or 5 flames, because they were hot. Okay, so I'm going to break right here and put a little video clip of all of the book covers of the Men of Valor series. And yeah, so here's a little clip of all the books in that series. Get ready for some yummy male biker. I don't think any of them actually had a shirt on in the covers. Like, if I'm thinking about it correctly, I don't think any of them had shirts on. Some had them open, but they were never closed up. I don't think. No, wait, I think I'm wrong. I think there was 1 or 2, but men on these covers, man, let me tell you. Let's get on with it. Here you go. All right, let me tell you. See? I was right? These men were hot. Yeah. I'm not a big tattoo person, but these men pull it off very nicely. All right, the next series I want to talk about is the Cherry Falls series, which was one I've started in the beginning of January. This one here is also put together by Hope Ford and Frankie Love. This series goes through the entire year. So basically, there's a new book every few weeks, every couple weeks, whatever, from January to the end of the month, end of the year. And they're all based in a small town of Cherry Falls. This one has a whole bunch of different tropes in it. You've got forbidden, you've got a single dad, you've got best friend's sister, you've got second chance romances, you've got falling in love with your best friend. There's a whole lot of tropes in these books, and they are so good. The covers may look a little sweet, but they are hot inside, let me tell you. Yeah, smoke alarms going off, fire in everywhere. Hot books. Yeah. Yeah, so let me tell you, these books are pretty steamy books. And they're all, this series here, they're all fairly short novels. Same with the Men in Valor, I forgot to mention that. They're all very short novels, usually ranging anywhere from 55 pages to about 140, 150 pages. So they're all just a couple hours to a couple days to read. That's it, which I love, let me tell you. I do love longer series where they go into, it takes a little bit longer for the heat to stir and the sparks to ignite and stuff. But these books here are all very insta-love, very short romances, which, I mean, when you're in the mood for a romance, a hot and steamy romance that you want to get done in a couple hours before bed, yeah, these are the books you go to. So, anyways, it is the Cherry Falls series. There is a website for that series, so I'll put the link down below. It's 52 books for the entire year, and they're all different authors. I think there might be a couple doubles. I believe Hope Ford and Frankie Love, and I think somebody else, but I can't remember, also have books at the beginning of the series and also a little further down. So I'm also going to put a little video after this one with the books that have been released so far, the covers of those books. Like I said, they're all very good. They're all fairly insta-love, very hot, very steamy. So if you like the hot and steamy and the spicy, these books are definitely ones to read. Most of them are in first person. I forgot to mention that. Most of them are in first person. There is a couple, I believe, that were in third, but I think the majority is in first person. They're really good as well. So I'm going to get on with the video to that one. Enjoy. All right, the next series that I read is a series that I purchased from Kobo. I got a gift card from Kobo, so I purchased this author that I've seen a couple times in like Walmart and stuff in her books, and I've really wanted to read them, but I haven't gotten around to buy her books. So when I got this, I thought, you know what? I'm going to buy the first book, test it out, see if I like it. I heard she's kind of spicy, but I'm not really sure. I'm one of the type of people who, when I hear there's a new author and the back of the book sounds good and I really want to read it, I tend to go to Goodreads or Amazon and read some of the reviews because I'm looking for some sort of hint of spice. I want to have some spice in my books. So I look to see, and if I don't see any comments stating sex, stating how hot it is, how spicy, how steamy, the sexual tension, any of that stuff in any of the comments, I'm more inclined to not read the book. Just because I hate reading a book where you think it's all steamy and then all of a sudden it's like, you're like, yeah, this ain't happening in this book. It's a bit of a letdown. So I bought the first book, which was a novella. It was considered a 0.5 in the series. I guess they got a start to the series. And that had me wondering because there was a scene and it was getting a little hot. It was getting a little spicy. And then it was the next morning. It was just cut off. I was not happy. I was not happy. So to me, that's like standing outside and it's 100 degrees outside and you're sweating like crazy and you're so hot, you're so boiling, and then smack, you get smacked in the head with a snowball, right? Or a bucket of cold water gets poured on you out of nowhere. It's like, okay, so that happened. Yeah. So I was very kind of, I don't know if I want to buy the second book or not because this one, it was leading up to it, but then there was nothing and I was kind of disappointed. I won't lie. I was a little disappointed. But I did read a little bit in the second book reviews and they did say something about spicy, sexy, whatever. So I'm like, okay, we're going to give it one more shot. So I purchased the second book in the series, and I read that one, and I was not disappointed. She did come through for me. So I wasn't sure because I know there is a couple other authors. I believe Susan Mallery might be one of them. When she writes her novellas, it's a little bit steamy, maybe like a 2 flame. But she doesn't go all the way through in her novellas, which I kind of get it. Novellas are very short stories, so there's not a lot of time to add these sex scenes that could take a chapter or 2. So I understand sometimes not having them in the novellas. I don't mind having a little sex scene thrown in and about in the book, but I do understand why. So I took the second book, I read it, I was really happy with it. So I bought the rest of the series. I read them all. I really enjoyed them. There is her Colorado Ice series. It's a hockey player family series. So there's a daughter. So there's a sister and 3 brothers. The sister also plays hockey, but she's not really like wanting to play all the time, even though her brother is constantly making her come and join them to play. 2 of the brothers are NHL, right up there, pro athletes. The one brother didn't quite make it, but he still has hockey in his blood, and he does stuff with that as well. And then one of the books is about one of the brothers' best friends. So it's a 5-book series. They're all very well written. The first one, like I said, wasn't as steamy and hot as the other 4, but they are all very good and very hot. And yes, definitely a good read. But they are not available on Kindle Unlimited or Kobo Plus. They are purchase books, so, which I do tend to do as well. I do have Kindle Unlimited and Kobo Plus, and so I look to see if the authors are in either of those places first, and then if I have the money and it's an author that I think I'm really going to enjoy, I do take a chance and buy one book, see how it is, see if I like it. If I do like it, then I do tend to buy the rest of the series. So those are the 3 series that I've read recently. So there is another series that I'm going to start reading after I'm done reading the next Cherry Falls book that I just started this morning. This series is actually part of a year-long, I believe it's a year-long book club type of deal. It's called Hot as F-U. You know what I mean. It's hot as that, yes. It's all the month of April. There's 12 books, and there's actually a contest with this one. So if you read all 12 books and do what they've asked you in the website, you could win prizes, so which is very exciting. And I didn't realize that this was going on already because I would have read last month, because some of the books in last month's one sounded really good. So I may still read them anyways. It's just not going to be part of the contest, which I'd like to take part this month, and see. Fingers crossed. The prize is pretty awesome. It's a $200 Amazon gift card. So yeah, I want to read these. It's 12 books. You can read them in any order as you want. They are all available right away. These ones are more full-length books, not so many short stories. So definitely going to take a little longer to read, but I definitely want to read all of them. So the month of April is all about forbidden love. So all these are like, the first one that I'm going to read is, I believe, called Forbidden Princess. So it's basically a commoner in love with a princess. There is age gap story in there. I believe there's a brother's best friend. Just a whole bunch of forbidden love in the April book club. So if you're into that type of trope, the forbidden love trope, definitely want to check out some of these books. I'm going to do a video for you next right here. I'll pop that up there and let you see all the covers of that book series. Here we go with that. All right, so yeah, some of those sound really, really good. I will leave the link for that website as well down below. I'm excited to read those books. They seem really, really good, and some of the authors I've never heard of before. So I really enjoy reading new to me indie authors because I'm here to support all the indies, whether it is purchasing their book outright or reading it on Kobo Plus or Kindle Unlimited. They get paid anyway, so just support them, read them, enjoy them, review them, post them on social media also helps, stuff like that, anything to get the word out. So those were the 3 series that I've read. I'm continuing to read with the Cherry Falls series and my next book series, which is a little Forbidden Love with the Hot AF book club. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little booktube episode. Hope you guys enjoy it. Leave any comments below. Let me know what one of your favorite small town romance series are. That is hot and spicy, because I want the hot and spicy. So make sure you leave your comment below. Let me know. And also click that little bell and the subscribe button and join me on my journey. I will definitely be coming back again, probably in a couple weeks, with some more book reviews. I'll definitely be at the end of the month to let you know how my Forbidden Love series went. Definitely gonna let you know about that. But my next episode, I do believe, is going to be about what's the first thing you do when you decide you want to be an indie author. So we're going to talk about that. And I mean, as much as I don't really know a lot about this stuff, because I'm still not published, but I am going through it. So if you're interested in going through it with me, learning the stuff as I learn on the way to my indie author goal, then definitely subscribe. And I look forward to posting. I love this. I miss YouTube videos, so I'm enjoying it a lot. So hopefully you guys are too. And if you are, make sure you subscribe. And yeah, I guess that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoy the books that I've brought to you today. And if you have read any of those series or any of those books, definitely comment below. Let me know which ones you read, which ones were your favorite, because yes, I need people to talk to about these books, because none of my friends read these like I do. So don't really have anybody to talk book with. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely let me know, and we can definitely be book buddies. So I'm so excited. Anyways, hope you guys have a wonderful Easter, and I will talk to you soon. Until then, happy reading. Bye. Another series that I've been reading from the beginning of the year, also put together by Frankie Love and Hope Ford, is the Cherry Falls series. Oh, wait, gotta go back. It's all available on Kindle